Welcome to the weekly wrap up. This week, interest rates are slightly higher at the end of the week from where we started at the beginning of the week. And for no real reason other than yesterday, we just had some volatility. There was no reports that came out. There was nothing that should have caused that interest rate movement. Just sometimes happens that way. So next week is a big week. We've got the Fed meeting on Wednesday. We've got Fed minutes on Thursday. And then we have PCE numbers, which is the second biggest inflation read that the Fed or the government looks at. And so next week is going to be very big. And if the Fed comes out and basically says, hey, we're going to raise the federal funds rate 0.25%, it's 99% certain at this point that's what they're going to say. We're going to raise it 0.25%. Always keep in mind, they're raising the rate that banks trade money at, which affects credit cards, car loans, home equity lines of credit. We've pretty much already priced it in. And if they say we're going to raise it and then we're going to pause and we're going to watch and kind of take into account what's happening, interest rates will come down. If they say inflation still isn't coming down enough for us, or we're still going to have to keep fighting the good fight, interest rates are going to go up. So that meeting next week is going to be really impactful and will probably set the tone and trend of interest rates for the next probably 60 days or so. So next week will be big. The last couple of things I got, there's a couple of updates that we're seeing in condo stuff that's going to start in September. We want to get ahead of it and let you guys know how to get ahead of it and how to be proactive. And then the other thing is, last week, guys, we had 4 clients that came to us in an epic panic because their current lender wasn't doing something. Meaning, one, their current lender wasn't communicating and they missed the final commitment date and the seller was threatening to pull the plug, walk away, go to the next offer. Another one, the mortgage person switched mortgage companies and all of a sudden their rate was almost 5/8 of a point higher, really affected their affordability, really affected their concern if they could close. Another one was condo stuff, and condo can be challenging if you are not really reviewing things and getting ahead of some of the data that you're collecting and looking at it first to see what's popping up or could be an issue. So the reason that I share these stories with you guys is because these are your clients that are completely panicked and stressed, and it doesn't have to be that way. If you have clients that are coming in with a lender that you don't know, tell them to get a second opinion. Make them get a second opinion, because at the end of the day, you're the expert. You know how things can go off the rails, and you have to work on protecting them. There is so much movement in the mortgage world right now. There are companies being acquired. There are people shifting all around. We see it all the time. There are Rocket Mortgages doing their 3rd round of layoffs. There's just a lot of movement and uncertainty in our mortgage world. And we don't want your clients to be victims of someone else's agenda or someone else's lack of communication because their eyes are on something else and not your client's loan. So we love to come in, we love to save the day, but what we really love more is to be able to get that client up front and have a good strategy and be able to give them peace of mind as they're going through the buying and mortgage process, because it's already stressful and crazy stuff that comes up in the mortgage world. That is just added stress that nobody wants. So help us help you. Get those clients to us early. Let us do second opinions and let us help you make sure that your clients have great experiences so that they will refer you no matter what's happening in the market. Have a great rest of the week. If you need us, let us know.